Good morning, everyone. Let's talk about the weather because things are about to get very active. A major atmospheric river is setting up. Think of it as a massive fire hose in the sky carrying moisture from the Pacific straight into the US. This isn't a one-off. It's the start of a pattern that will shape our weather for weeks. As this river of moisture collides with incoming Arctic air, we're looking at a recipe for major winter storms. Rain, snow, and everything in between. The timing is crucial, with holiday travel on the horizon and millions potentially affected. Expect disruptions, flights, roads, and even local commutes could be impacted. We'll break down what to expect region by region, so you can plan ahead. Let's dive in. Zooming out, we get a dramatic perspective on the scale of what's unfolding across the continent. From coast to coast, the atmosphere is setting the stage for a remarkable weather event, one that stretches from the Pacific all the way to the Atlantic. The big story is this relentless atmospheric river, a powerful conveyor belt of moisture that's fueling a seemingly endless parade of storms. These systems are not isolated. Instead, they're linked together, one after another, creating a chain reaction of turbulent weather from the west coast to the east. Rather than a single storm event, we're looking at a succession of disturbances, each one tapping into deep Pacific moisture, intensifying as it moves inland, and evolving as it crosses the country. This means that many regions will experience repeated rounds of rain, wind, and snow, with little time to recover in between. Out west, the impacts are immediate and dramatic. Cities are seeing heavy rain, while the mountains are getting buried in snow. This is a double-edged sword. The precipitation is a welcome relief for drought-stricken areas, but it also raises the risk of flash flooding, mudslides, and dangerous travel conditions. The jet stream is playing a crucial role, carving out a classic pattern with a ridge in the west and a deep trough in the east. This setup acts like a highway for cold Arctic air to surge southward, while also steering storms right across the heart of the country. As these storms collide with the cold air pouring down from Canada, rain quickly changes to snow and ice, especially across the Midwest and Northeast. Cities that started the week with rain could end up blanketed in snow, with icy roads making travel treacherous. For millions, this means there will be few quiet days ahead. The risk for impactful winter weather is high, with the potential for blizzards, power outages, and major disruptions to daily life. The ongoing clash between abundant moisture and frigid air is the perfect recipe for widespread disruptive storms. Each new system brings its own challenges, from heavy snow to freezing rain and gusty winds, and as the holiday season ramps up, so does the potential for travel headaches. Airports, highways, and train stations are bracing for delays and cancellations, with travelers urged to plan ahead and stay informed. That's the big picture. A nation bracing for a relentless stretch of winter storms, with impacts felt from coast to coast. Here's what's happening right now. The atmospheric river is already bringing rain to California and Arizona, and snow to the Sierra Nevada and Rockies. The Pacific Northwest is seeing showers and cascade snow, while moisture spreads into the northern Rockies. The northern plains and upper Midwest are getting a taste of winter with light snow and a wintry mix. Further south, thunderstorms are popping up in the Ohio Valley and Midwest as warm and cold air collide. In the Northeast, colder air is moving in, setting the stage for some early season snow in higher elevations. It's not a blockbuster storm, but it's a clear sign. Winter is knocking. The west to east flow is now established, and the stage is set for bigger storms ahead. Stay tuned. This is just the beginning. As Thanksgiving week approaches, the storm train intensifies. Early in the week, severe thunderstorms could hit Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Arkansas, just as holiday travel begins. By Wednesday, a major storm is expected to form over the central U.S., bringing heavy snow to the upper Midwest and Great Lakes, and threatening major travel hubs. On Thanksgiving Day, this storm moves east, spreading snow into the Ohio Valley and Northeast. Beautiful for some, hazardous for others. Rain will drench the Southeast and East Coast, so most major cities will feel the impact. The exact track will determine who gets rain, snow, or a messy mix. Bottom line, expect delays, plan ahead, and keep an eye on the forecast. This is not the week for last-minute travel decisions. Be ready to adjust your plans. Let's break down the two main drivers behind this wild weather pattern. the atmospheric river and the polar vortex. These two powerful forces are working together to shape the dramatic conditions we're seeing across the country, and understanding how they interact can help us make sense of the storms ahead. First, let's talk about the atmospheric river. Imagine a massive invisible conveyor belt in the sky, carrying a concentrated plume of Pacific moisture, sometimes transporting as much water vapor as the mighty Mississippi River, but all up in the atmosphere. These rivers in the sky can stretch for thousands of miles, channeling moisture from the tropics straight toward the west coast. When this moisture-laden air slams into the tall mountains along the coast, it's forced upward, cooling rapidly and releasing torrents of rain and heavy snow. This is why places like the Sierra Nevada and the Cascades can see feet of snow in just a few days, while lower elevations get drenched with rain. As the atmospheric river moves inland, it continues to fuel storms, spreading precipitation far beyond the coast. Without this steady supply of moisture, our winter storms would be much weaker and less widespread. The atmospheric river acts as the essential ingredient, supercharging the weather systems that sweep across the country. Now, let's turn our attention to the polar vortex. This is a swirling pool of frigid, dense air that sits high above the North Pole, usually kept in place by strong winds. It's like a giant cold air reservoir, locked away in the Arctic for much of the year. But sometimes the polar vortex weakens or becomes unstable, allowing chunks of that icy air to spill southward. When this happens, the United States can experience sudden and severe cold snaps, with temperatures plunging well below normal and snow and ice spreading far and wide. Forecasts are now showing that after Thanksgiving, the polar vortex will weaken significantly. This means a major blast of Arctic air is likely to surge south, setting the stage for a dramatic drop in temperatures and the potential for widespread winter weather. The jet stream, which acts like a fast-moving river of air high above the ground, will develop a deep trough over the eastern U.S. This trough acts as a highway, funneling that bitterly cold air straight into the heart of the country, making conditions even more intense. So, what does this all mean? The atmospheric river brings the moisture, the polar vortex delivers the cold, and together they create the perfect recipe for widespread, powerful winter storms. This rare combination can lead to blizzards, icy roads, and heavy snowfall across huge areas. That's why meteorologists are warning of a dramatic start to winter this year. We could see everything from record-breaking snowfall to dangerous ice storms, all thanks to the collision of these two atmospheric giants. So, get ready for a potent mix of moisture and cold. This winter is shaping up to be one for the record books. After Thanksgiving, brace for a dramatic temperature drop. A major Arctic blast will sweep into the central and eastern U.S., sending temperatures far below average. The cold arrives in waves, with the harshest chill expected the weekend after Thanksgiving and into early December. Highs may not escape the 20s and 30s in the Midwest, with teens and single digits farther north. This cold will turn any new storms into snowmakers and fire up the lake effect snow machine. The chill won't be brief. Models suggest it could last well into December. Winter is arriving with authority, so get those coats ready. Let's take a closer look at what you can expect in your region as the season's first major storm system sweeps across the country. From the west coast to the deep south, every area faces its own unique set of weather challenges and surprises. West Coast, prepare for repeated rounds of soaking rain and heavy mountain snow. While this is fantastic news for ski resorts, bringing fresh powder and boosting tourism, it also means hazardous travel conditions on mountain passes and highways. In lower elevations, saturated ground raises the risk of mudslides and flash flooding, especially in areas recently affected by wildfires. Residents should be ready for rapidly changing conditions and possible road closures. Midwest and Great Lakes. A wintry blast is on the way. Expect significant snow accumulations during Thanksgiving week, making travel tricky for holiday plans. After the snow, an Arctic plunge will bring frigid temperatures, and the Great Lakes region will see intense lake-effect snow, with some areas potentially measuring snow in feet. Prepare for slippery roads, reduced visibility, and bitter wind chills. Cities like Buffalo and Cleveland could be especially hard hit, facing blizzard conditions, whiteouts, and the possibility of being buried under several feet of snow. Local officials may issue travel advisories or even declare emergencies, so keep an eye on local alerts. Northeast and Mid-Atlantic, get ready for a weather roller coaster. Early in the week, minor snow could dust the region, but as the Thanksgiving storm arrives, expect a messy mix of rain and snow, leading to slushy streets and tricky commutes in cities like New York and Boston. After the storm, a sharp cold snap will grip the region, turning wet surfaces icy and making travel even more hazardous. And as we move into early December, all eyes will be on the Atlantic for a possible nor'easter. These powerful storms can bring heavy snow, strong winds, and coastal flooding, so coastal communities should be especially vigilant. South. The season starts with rounds of thunderstorms, some of which could be severe, bringing lightning, gusty winds, and heavy downpours. As the cold front pushes south, a significant chill will follow, dropping temperatures well below average and catching some off guard. Even the deep south isn't immune. Frosts and freezes are likely, and there's even a chance for rare snow flurries in places like Tennessee and northern Georgia. Sensitive plants and pipes could be at risk, so take precautions now. No matter where you are in the country, this period promises active, disruptive weather. From snow and ice to rain and wind, everyone should be prepared for delays, power outages, and rapidly changing conditions. Stay alert for local updates and weather warnings. Check your favorite weather app, tune into local news, and sign up for emergency notifications to stay ahead of the storm. Take time now to prepare for changing conditions. Assemble an emergency kit, stock up on essentials, and make a plan for your family. Being ready can make all the difference when severe weather strikes. As we move into December, the active pattern continues. The west stays stormy, with more Pacific moisture fueling mountain snow. The central and eastern U.S. remain under the influence of Arctic air. Another major storm could develop around the start of December, possibly bringing blizzard conditions to the northern plains and Great Lakes. There's also a chance for a significant East Coast nor'easter, which could impact major cities from D.C. to Boston. Details are uncertain, but the ingredients are there for more high-impact storms. Expect below-average temperatures and frequent snow chances for much of the country. Winter is arriving early and it's here to stay. Stay prepared for more of the same. With this wintry pattern setting up, preparation is key. Stay informed, forecasts can change quickly, and a small shift can mean big differences in weather. Make sure your car is winter ready and pack an emergency kit if you're traveling. Expect flight delays, especially at major hubs. Build in extra time. At home, stock up on essentials and check your emergency supplies. Help neighbors who may need assistance. The combination of atmospheric river, polar vortex, and active jet stream means impactful weather for millions. Stay aware, plan ahead, and you'll be ready for whatever winter brings.